Okay, today we are unboxing the Railking Imperial Big Boy 4018. This item number 30-1843-1. MTH cataloged this back in 2022 and was delivered in late 2023. MSRP on these is $850, and I'm sure if you look online, you might find a dealer that might have this in stock still. Okay, so let me pull this out of the shipper and we'll get this going. Okay, so now that it's out of the shipper box, here's the label for the engine box itself. It's got freight yard sounds included, and it's equipped with Proto Sound 3. Now let's get this out of this box and on track and look over the details before we start it up. Okay, let's start this big boy up. There's the whistle, and here's the bell. Marker lights are currently on. Here's the forward sound, reverse, crossing,
conductor's giving us a highball signal.
backup light. And we'll quickly shut it down. Okay, so I have the engine out of the box now. So we'll go over some quick details. Start out at the front. There is no coupler on this one, not even this dummy one that's molded in. We do have the UP nameplate on the front and the headlight right above it, as well as the pilot assembly that articulates away from the boiler while it turns. Then you got a brass bell here that does move. Operational marker lights. And going further up, we have the dual smokestack. And this does have Proto Smoke unit on board, so you just pour smoke fluid down the stack and it'll puff as the engine shuffs. Then we have a nice whistle add-on, and then some steam domes, sand domes, pop-off valves, the whole length till you get to the cab. And on the side, a lot of molded in detailing, separately applied grab iron rail, all the drive gear, which looks amazing when this thing is in operation. The big firebox that these engines are known for. And there's the cab number. And then inside is a lighted cab with two hand-painted figures, and the firebox does glow when the engine is in operation. Then we go back to the tender, and you have the wireless tether drawbar that MTH is known for on their Proto 3 engines. A nice cold load up on top here. And then molded in hatches on the back. And this tender is also pretty massive to match the engine. And going to the rear end of it, you have operational backup light, the logo and cab number again, then an operational proto coupler, which can be fired from the remote. The other thing with this tender is it can be hooked up with an optional water tender, which actually I am getting and will probably be here by the time I have this video completed. And all you would have to do to hook it up and work it with this is pop open the shell of the tender, pull out the tether cable in the back to hook it up into the water tender, and then close the shell back up, and then the auxiliary tender's backup light and proto coupler will work instead of this one once you flip the switch on the bottom of this tender. Okay? After this, we'll light it, turn on the engine, listen to the sounds, and go from there. Okay, so I did end up picking up one of the auxiliary tenders. This is the one with the flag on the side. This is item number 30-30001. They're a little bit of a pain in the butt to hook up, because like I said at the beginning, to add the auxiliary tender, you have to open up the shell of the main tender, pull out the tether harness that's inside, stick that through where the coupler is. Then you plug that into the underside of the dummy coupler on the front of the auxiliary tender, and then connect that up. And then you also have to, underneath, flip the switch from the coal to the aux tender, so that way the backup light and the proto coupler on the water tender operate instead of the main tender.